Two.
Our next case is the murder of Michael Williams 10 weeks ago. He was last seen alive on the Friday evening before the August bank holiday weekend. His body was found early next morning in Highgate Wood in North London, close to where he lived. But police need to know where he went and what happened to him during the course of that night. Michael was 43. He'd lived in Highgate all his life and he was an active member of the local church. He'd been married for 18 years and had a 2-year-old daughter. Michael was always keen to spend as much time as he could with her and worked flexi hours and often came home early to look after her. Our reconstruction begins in Pimlico in South London, where Michael worked. He was employed by the Home Office here at Horseferry House, where he'd helped set up the police national computer. Ironically, the very system which is now being used to help track down whoever killed him. It's Friday the 26th of August.
Hello.
Hello, it's me. I just wondered how late you'd be tonight.
Look, I'll work for another hour or so. Should be home about 8.
Okay, I'll put Marie to bed then. We'll see you later.
Michael had been under a lot of pressure at work, and for the past week he'd been staying late every evening to finish a particular project.
We're off the Paviers for a few drinks. Coming?
Oh, lucky for some. No, I've still got work to do.
Oh, come on. You've got 3 whole days off.
Why not?
I'll wait outside.
See you in a while.
So instead of going straight home that night, he came here to the Paviers Arms in Pimlico.
Let's do a bit of music. Do a bit in the garden.
Yeah. Would you like another drink?
No, thanks.
No,
You sure?
Not for me either, thanks.
Oh, God, is that the time? No, I said I'd be home at 8-ish.
Yeah, it's about time to go. So you're going on the tube?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll come with
You coming? Bye, all. See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye. Change?
Yes, I do, but it's late. No problem.
Right, well, this is where I change. So, see you, Michael. Have a nice weekend.
That was the last time anyone he knew saw him alive. From now, we can only speculate about where Michael went next. If he'd taken his usual journey home, he'd have continued on the Victoria line as far as Warren Street or Euston, where he would have changed onto the Northern line. By then, it would have been about 1/4 to midnight. From here, he'd get on the Northern line to Highgate. But it's by no means certain that he did take his usual route home that night. Perhaps he met someone along the way. Police need to talk to anyone who may have seen him. If he did come to Highgate Station, his walk home would have taken him past Highgate Wood. Or he may have gone one step further along the Northern line to East Finchley, because someone who looked like Michael was seen there at about 12:30 by a ticket collector.
Really? Which way to the Lewis?
Toilets are closed here, Gov.
Okay.
If that was Michael, where did he go next? Was he planning to walk home from here? This is Highgate Wood, a popular spot even early in the mornings.
Well, then, let's go home.
It's the next day, Saturday morning. At about 20 to 8, a woman walking her dog saw something lying by the path leading to the wood. It was Michael Williams' body. He'd been killed by a single blow to the throat.
Yankee Romeo from 559. Can you call the CID? I found a dead body in the alleyway off of Lanchester Road N6.
Police need to know whether he was killed there or whether his body was left there later. Several people who'd used the path even earlier that morning didn't see the body. So it's vital that more witnesses come forward to help work out what did happen. At 6 o'clock that morning, this man was walking his dog near the woods past the spot where Michael's body was found. He saw nothing there, but then just round the corner, something odd happened.
My dog's usually quiet, and she saw this man standing over there, run at him and barked at him hysterically. The man was standing there, absolutely immobile, and looked as if he was hypnotized under the influence of something. He was not moving at all. It was absolutely unreal how the man stood there and did not react to my dog, who was attacking him and barking at him.
Three-quarters of an hour later, as the gates to the wood were being unlocked for the day, the strange man had gone. And just 5 minutes after that, there was still nothing seen by the path. So police believe it must have been between 7 o'clock and 7:40 that his body was put there. It may have been dumped from a car. And there's a postscript. This is the new Arjun Tandoori restaurant in Fry and Barnet Road in Southgate. The day after Michael's body was found, someone came into the restaurant and paid by credit card.
Your bill, sir.
Well, that card, of course, belonged to Michael Williams. Peter Wilton, Michael had been robbed of all the property he had on him. Was robbery the motive, do you think?
That certainly was one motive, but this case has homosexual connotations. He was a bisexual. It may well be that he met somebody and left somebody before he got attacked. I would like that person to come forward, or any person that was attacked in the locality that hasn't reported it before. Will they please come forward?
What description do you have of that strange man seen standing at 6 o'clock in the morning in Highgate Wood in some kind of trance?
Yes, he's never been identified. He's 6 foot tall, white man, slim build, blondish brown hair, with a beard of the same colouring.
Complete mystery, that. Whoever murdered Michael, was he a karate expert?
Could well be. We've spoken to several karate experts, and they say it would take several years of experience to deliver a blow such as that, because there was a lot of force used to Michael Williams' throat.
So a clue might lie there.
Yes.
Now you need to trace whoever used Michael's access card at the new Arjun Tandoori restaurant, if only to eliminate him from your inquiry.
Yes, I would like them to come forward, because they may well not have been the person that attacked Michael Williams. They may have got the card by buying it, finding it, so I would like them to come forward. It may well be that other people were there whilst they used it as well, so they might know something about it.
That will obviously save you hundreds of man-hours of work.
Certainly.
Do you promise him discretion if you come forward?
Most certainly. Yes, we're confidential.
Right. Now the main hope must be to trace some of Michael's property, all in a black and white carrier bag with ID on it.
That's right.
If we just run through the property very quickly, there was a radio pager called a Voda page.
Yes.
That may have been discarded somewhere, so that could be an important clue if anybody finds that. There was a computer manual.
Yes, his own.
There was his Home Office pass.
That's right.
And also a signet ring with his initials on. We don't have that, of course. And a distinctive Rolex watch. Could you tell me about that?
Yes, it was made for him about 17 years ago, and the peculiar thing about it is that there were clasps around the face of the watch, holding the face of the watch, so it is quite distinctive.
Right, so we're looking for all those items of property. If you were in Highgate Woods early that Saturday morning, please call us, even if you don't actually think you saw anything of interest. And if there's anything you can add to what police know of where Michael was that Friday night, Saturday morning, again, please call. The number here in the studio, as always, is 01811 8055, or ring the incident room direct, and that is 01803 3311. It's 01803 3311.